good morning, afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this, to Year 8. And here is, this one's actually going to be a video lesson for probability introduction. So I've done a few videos to help you out with your test and going through, checking where you can improve. I've done a few videos just giving you a bit of a summary and things like that. But this one's actually the first video lesson that I've set you. Basically, it's very much similar to a normal video that I would set you, but there'll be opportunities for you to pause and have a go at a question or two and then see whether you got it right and things like that. So we're going to do some practice questions and example questions that I'm going through, and then you're going to practice some yourself. Okay? Any questions, anything you're not sure about, then please do comment on the homework. Let me know so I can try and fix it. It might be that you're getting confused with something. It might be an internet problem. It might be that I've made a mistake and you let me know so I can fix it. Anything at all, just please comment on and let me know. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so before we get properly into probability, we need to make sure that there's some key words and things that you really need to know. So hopefully none of your English teachers are watching. But I think we can hopefully nail this and get some of these, like I say, keywords really drilled down to, okay? So, a coin. I know it sounds silly, but we just want to make sure we're absolutely confident with a coin. A standard coin, two sides, head or tail. Simple as that. When they say what's the probability of getting a head or a tail, it will just be 50% for head, 50% for tail. There's no it could land on the edge and all that sort of stuff. Don't get into anything weird like that. And actually, it's been nearly proven. Coin's been flipped over 1 million times in a university in America to check whether it can land on its side, and none of those over 1 million landed on its corner. It was always or edge, I should say. It was always land on head or tails. Dice or die. Now, I put die in there. Old school me would say dice is for 2 or more, die is for just 1 dice. You would say die, but because it's so often referred to as a dice, people have just got used to it. It will almost definitely just say dice in the exam now, even if it's just one dice. But if that comes up, they can say that instead. When they're talking about just 1 dice, they might say this is a fair die or whatever. Pack of cards. Now, I'm sure you've seen them, you know what they are, but we just need to make sure we know exactly what the quantities are and all that sort of stuff. Oh, just quickly, 6 sides, 1 to 6, equal chance on the dice and die. Pack of cards, you've got 4 suits in there. You've got your hearts, you've got your diamonds, okay? You've got, I'm going to struggle with the drawing now. You've got your spades, bit trickier, and you got your clubs. I hope it's 3. Right, okay. You'll never have to draw that in your exam, so don't panic about that. But you've got 4 suits, 2 of which are red and 2 are black. In each suit, there are 13 cards. There would be an ace, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There'll be a jack, a queen, and a king. Okay, so there are 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, 13 spades, and 13 clubs, giving you a total of 52 cards. Okay, you need to know there are 13 of them. You need to know that those 13, one's an ace, one's a 2, one's a 3, one's a jack, one's a queen, one's a king, all those. You need to know that means that there would be 4 queens in a pack. 1 queen of hearts, 1 queen of diamonds, 1 queen of spades, and 1 queen of clubs. You need to know that there are the same amount of hearts as diamonds, which is the same amount as clubs, spades and then clubs. You need to know that half the pack are red and half the pack are black. Okay, those things you need to know. Next one, biased. Biased basically means not fair. All right, now I'm sure you've heard of maybe a biased referee. Someone say, oh, the referee's biased, he's cheating, he wants one team to win, basically. Sometimes bias could involve cheating. So you could have a biased coin where it's weighted one way, so you're more likely to get a certain outcome. Or it could just be you have something biased because it's just, maybe it wasn't made properly. It just happens to not be completely fair, but not on purpose. Fair being obviously the opposite to, sort of biased. Okay, so it's completely equal chance of getting everything. Vowel and consonant comes up in a couple of questions. A vowel being A, E, I, O, or U, and a consonant being all the other letters. That means there are 5 vowels and 21 consonants, and that means 26 letters in total. A lot of people know that, and you might be rolling your eyes now going, oh yeah, we know that, but not everyone does, so I just need to make sure it gets taught, okay? Sorry if I wasted your time with that one, but I'm hoping that's helped some of you. And trials, that's just how many times, so if I said 4 trials, that means I'm rolling the dice 4 times or flipping the coin 4 times, okay? That's just how many times you do it. Right, so let's get started with a question that I'm going to do, an example question here. Roll a normal 6-sided dice, right? So you've got 6 different sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, all equal chance, okay? What's the probability of getting a 3? Well, one of those sides is 3, so it's 1 out of the total number of sides, 6. Probability of getting odd, well, there's a 1, a 3, and a 5. That's 3 different odd numbers out of the 6, so it's 3, 6. Now, ideally there, you're simplifying that to get a half. You sometimes will get the mark just for that, but it's always best to simplify if you can. Probability of getting a number greater than 4. Loads of people think, well, do you include 4? My question to them would be, is 4 greater than 4? It's not. So we're just talking 5 and 6 there. So that's 2 out of 6, which simplifies nicely to 1 over 3. Not. That's a key word there as well. Probability of not getting a 3. Well, not getting a 3 is all the other numbers, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There's 5 of those, so it would be 5 over 6. But also you need to know that if you know the probability of 3, 1 out of 6, probability of not getting it is just 1 minus that. So 1 or 6, 6, take away 1 6, 5, 6. Probability of getting a 4 or getting a 6, there's 2 numbers there, so it's 2 over 6. Again, that simplifies a third. Okay. Feel free to rewind it, have a listen again if there's anything you're not sure about, but otherwise, last example, I think. The next one's going to be some practice questions for you, yeah. So, 50 counters in a bag. You have got 23 that are green, 10 that are orange, and 17 that are purple. Let's just double check that works. Yep, 50. So what's the probability of getting a green? Well, there's 23 of those, and it's out of 50, so it's just 23 out of 50. Orange, 10 out of 50, but of course you can simplify that. They're both in the 10s, 1/5. And not purple means it could be either of those, so 33 over 50. Again, you could have worked out what it is for purple, done 1 take away 17/50, which is 33/50. Right, now I'm going to give you a chance for you to have a bit of a practice yourself. So here's practice question number 1. Pause it, have a go, and then I'll go through it quickly. Right, hopefully you've paused and unpaused now. So for a normal 6-sided dice, probability of getting a 1, 1 out of 6, there's only 1, 1. Now, I was hoping to trick you, not to be mean, but sometimes obviously the exam papers will do the same. Don't think 1 is 1 out of 6, 2 is 2 out of 6, because 2, there's only 1 of them, so it's still 1 over 6. Less than 4, so that's 1, 2, and 3. 3 out of 6, or a half. Less than or equal to 4, so that's 1, 2, or 3. Or equal, is 4 equal to 4? Of course it is, so 4 is in there too. 4 out of 6, which is 2/3. And a prime number, nasty. So I'm going to write down, and you're welcome to, so if you're not sure, write down all the numbers that are on the dice. Which of those are prime? Well, 1 is never a prime. Okay, it's only got 1 factor. 4, you can get 4 by doing 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. So 1, 4, and 2 are all factors. That's 3 factors, so no. 1 times 6, 2 times 3. So that's got 4 factors, leaving you, these are the ones that have all got 2 factors, so a prime. All right, 1 times 2, only way you're going to get that. 1 times 3, 1 times 5. So that's 3 numbers, so it's 3 out of 6, which simplifies to a half. Okay, another question for you to pause on. Okay, I've got 2 questions here. Have a pause, right? And hopefully you've unpaused now, and let's have a go at this top one. Normal deck of cards, probability that's red. Well, there's a couple ways of doing this. There are 26 cards that are red, and 50, because you've got 13 hearts and 13 diamonds, 52 in total. Simplify that, you'd have to divide it by 13 and then divide it by 2, or vice versa, divide by 2 and then 13, giving you 1 half. Or you could just think half a red, half a black, boom, done. You don't have to write that bit, you could have just got that. Probability of an ace, that's any ace at all. Well, there's 4 aces, 1 of each suit, out of 52. And simplify, there is obviously a more direct route of getting that, but there we go, 1 over 13. Probability of getting a 3, a 7, or a jack, well, there's 4 of them, 4 of them, and 4 of them, so that gives you 12 over 52. Or there's 3 in each suit, so it's 3 out of the 13 in each suit. Last question, okay. Probability of getting a red, well, actually it tells you what the probability of getting a red is, so it's just being able to read the graph there. Yep, 0.3. Probability of getting red or green, you're going to have to add those 2 together, so that 0.3 plus 0.5, which is 0.8. And finally, the probability of not getting yellow. Well, actually, not getting yellow means the same as getting the red or the green in this case, so that is also 0.8. Okay, I hope you've got a better understanding of probability, and if you felt you were quite confident with a lot of this already, that it's just helping that really stick in there and help you be able to do the lesson tomorrow. There's going to be a worksheet for you to do, and I've attached answers for you to have a look at that as well. So you can check your work, make sure you're happy with it, and then there'll be another lesson later this week. Thanks a lot. Bye.